condemned the Civil Rights Act of 1964 as a huge mistake.
Correct.
Why do you believe it was a mistake to pass anti-discrimination legislation, and what do you think would be better policy for being treated fairly and equally, which you see as an American principle?
Yeah, nothing against the intent, but it was too broadly written, and it played into something called disparate impact. Disparate impact was woven within the Civil Rights Act, and disparate impact basically says if two racial groups have different outcomes, the answer must be racism. It does not allow any legal nuance. So there are four components to quote-unquote the anti-racist regime of America. I don't pretend to know what goes on in this country. I can just talk about America, because I'm sure that's fine. And it's four components: affirmative action, critical race theory, DEI, and disparate impact. Those are kind of the four components. All of them have their subsection. The Civil Rights Act led the way to affirmative action, which is weaponized quote-unquote reverse racism against Asian and white people. And the Civil Rights Act also blazed the trail for disparate impact as a legal theory, basically saying that if black Americans are doing worse in a group, it might not be because of marital differences or cultural differences or single motherhood issues. It must be racism.
Lock in, fuck niggas. This is day 5 of 10 days of debunking Charlie Kirk, where we're spending the next 10 days fact-checking Charlie Kirk's lies. Let's get it. What the hell was he talking about? Based on this video, I can tell that Charlie Kirk has never read the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And I know this because when we were debating about DEI, I asked him did he read the executive order that started DEI, and he told me no. So it's baffling to hear a man who made his career on bashing certain policies that never read those policies. First, Charlie Kirk's definition of disparate impact is wrong. Disparate impact is basically when one protected group is getting more benefits than another protected group. And yes, race is one form of a protected group, but so is religion, age, and gender. And if we actually go through the 1964 Civil Rights Act, we can find no evidence of reverse racism being weaponized. I know this because I read it. Charlie Kirk saying that black people having the right to vote is reverse racism? If he had the chance to read it, which he won't anymore, he would have seen that the Civil Rights Act is not just about race, it also protects religion. But he was so obsessed with the race that he made the Civil Rights Act of 1964 solely about race. You also said that affirmative action was reverse racism against white people and Asian people, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, if we just look at the Harvard lawsuit for affirmative action, it literally states that white legacy students were taking the places of Asian students. Of course you're not gonna mention that.